Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this sad, unfortunate bulletin. She-Hulk Season 2 doesn't look like it's coming our way. And honestly, I for one am a little disappointed in this article from Polygon. She-Hulk star, we use that term loosely, says there's no hope for Season 2. Disney was like, no thanks. If there is a list of shows that I could possibly rewatch when it comes from anything coming from Disney, you put Ahsoka, She-Hulk, Echo. Oh boy. Let's even put Velma in there. That's the bottom of the list. I would much rather watch. I actually had more fun reviewing She-Hulk Season 1. Mostly for the absolute absurdity of some of the things that were going on, regardless of how bad they were. So this has me very sad. Tatiana Maslany, the actor, she's an actress. Did we stop using, isn't actor a gendered term? Aren't we supposed to be getting away from such gendered terminology? But then if actress is a gendered term, I'm so confused. What are the rules anymore? Oh yeah, I'm reading an article. The actor who played Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk and She-Hulk Attorney at Law, there was no attorney at law going on in the show, has dashed any hopes of a second season of Marvel's divisive, it wasn't divisive, it was terrible, divisive, Disney Plus show. Appearing on streamer Nerd Incorrect's Twitch game show, codename, that's a long holy crap, that's a name. I thought Dumpster Fireside Chat was a, wow, okay. Nerd Incorrect, I guess, okay. So Nerd Incorrect, that would be the streamer's YouTube handle or online handle. Oh, Twitch, not YouTube. Twitch game show, Codenames Live. Okay, Twitch. My goodness. Anyway, moving on. Easily distracted much? Maslany was asked by the host, should we hope for a season 2? Maslany replies, I don't think so. I think we blew our budget. You blew a lot more than that. And Disney was like, no thanks. I don't think it had anything to do with the budget, dear. I think it had to do with the writers and the story. And I'm not going to blame Tatiana Maslany, regardless of anything she may or may not have said, outside of the show. Because, hey, you know what? Somebody had to write those lines for her in the show. Outside, I try to separate the foolishness that these actors and actresses and studios say. I'll point at it and laugh, but then I'll go see the product and judge it for itself. I have a foolish level of hope that the next one's going to be good. Maybe the next one. Maybe this one. Maybe the next one. Or I'm just a glutton for punishment. Maslany's statement isn't official, of course, but it sounds quite final, so I guess this is rumor control. Maslany says, no thanks, I don't think so, but hey, oh my goodness, Polygon is way more optimistic than I could possibly be. Give us a season 2 of She-Hulk, please. I'm begging you. I want it. A second season of the show was never discussed by Marvel, although head writer Jessica Gao has said she had ideas for further seasons. Hey, Jessica, maybe you can go in and, bully Kevin Feige around and push him around and demand another show. Go ahead and do that. See how it works out for you. I mean, if you get let go, we can talk about it. But if they give you a season 2, you can talk about it. We'll talk about it. So, honestly, that's a win-win. Final episode left the possibility open. How can they sit there and not do something? They have to do something. You introduced the Hulk's son, although terribly, this version of it just looks absolutely atrocious, especially with that haircut. Leaving so many people hanging, a complete and total lack of any sort of plan moving forward. It's a wonder they are able to get anything done. But if Disney has decided against any further She-Hulk on TV, it wouldn't be a surprise. In several ways, She-Hulk Attorney at Law was emblematic of the issues Disney has faced with its ambitious plan. They have no plan. There was no plan. When you have a plan, things work out. Okay? It's coherent. It's cohesive. It is noticed by the people watching these shows. There was no plan, much like the Disney Star Wars trilogy. Ambitious plan to extend its top-tier cinematic franchises, Marvel and Star Wars, into streaming TV series. Sure, okay, I'll give them that. That might be the only hint of any sort of plan. They planned to move these to streaming television, to episodic television, or episodic streaming, with no actual plan in which direction the story was going to go. So, here we are. As Maslany hinted, top of those is cost. No, top of those is a lack of viewers. It's always the lack of viewers. I guess in combination with cost, lack of viewership, lack of subscriptions, lack of revenue, plus cost, and you're just going to tank yourself. Conceptually, She-Hulk was intentionally quite modest. What was the budget? $25 million per episode. That's not modest. You could have gotten a tall, athletic actress and just painted her green, used body makeup and made her green. And the only CGI you would have to do is No, you wouldn't even have to do that. Very little transformation, much like with Lou Ferrigno as the Incredible Hulk back in the 80s, 70s? It's been a while. The old TV show, the original TV show for the Incredible Hulk. You could have done it that way, where you just see the eyes and the breaking of everything. It would have been a much better homage to that show as compared to what they did in the She-Hulk TV series. That was bad. Modest. A comedy that would gently spoof a staple TV genre, a legal drama, as well as involve some low to mid-level superhero hijinks, and you failed at all aspects of that goal. Some of the fourth wall breaking failed at that one too, because it was just bad. It wasn't the same style of fourth wall breaking as in the comics. Main character was a walking special effect. Again, you didn't have to do that. Led to the ballooning budgets of as much as $25 million per episode, overpriced, and a total cost equal to that of a major blockbuster failure, movie release coming from Disney. That's a high price tag for a show with a niche, low-stakes concept. But it didn't have to be a niche, low-stakes concept. If it would have been entertaining, relatively on point with the attorney stuff, instead of making Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk do things that would cause her to have her license pulled, be disbarred, and cases thrown out for multiple reasons. My brain didn't work on that one. High price tag for a show with a niche. Variety also reported that Marvel Studios script development and production processes prove ill-suited to episodic TV, resulting in rushed and unfinished visual effects that were especially underwhelming considering the budget. I'm going to try to read these words out individually instead of stumbling over everything, but let's keep going. She-Hulk was an object lesson in how difficult it is to scale. No, it was an object lesson on how piss-poor writing, bad acting, terrible speech in episode 1, in the very first episode. The speech, the tirade that Jennifer Walters goes on was a massive, massive sledgehammer to the success of that show. To think anything otherwise, that speech turned people away from the show, no interest in watching it, to sit there and ridicule and criticize the Hulk because he just doesn't understand. I don't want to talk about it. Too many tirades, too many bad memories from it. And yet I would still rather a She-Hulk season 2 over most of the garbage that they're putting out, because it was at least nonsensically fun to review. Let's see. Marvel is now leaning into animation with this year's The X-Men 97. X-Men 97 was planned a long time ago, before any of this nonsense hit Disney+. So the failures of the live-action TV shows is not leading to Disney doing animation with their Marvel products. Although it might be more cost-effective. What If? I need to go back and watch season 2. I enjoyed a few of those episodes. The Star Wars Visions shows, I enjoyed a few of those. Some of them weren't for me. You get to see new art styles, but something else I'm going to talk about in another video. It's a shame. It is unfortunate that Disney has to be so misogynist and cancel a female-led movie. I cannot believe they're just going to toss Tatiana Maslany to the side and tank the character of She-Hulk. I guess we'll never see her again. Disney just doesn't want a strong female character as the lead in one of their shows. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty things that YouTubers beg you to do. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.